What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my season record prediction for the New York Jets. I'm very excited. Football is literally right here now. We're only a couple of days away from kickoff this upcoming Sunday versus the Carolina Panthers. There's been so much debate online about how many games the New York Jets will in fact win this upcoming season. I've seen as low as 5 wins for this team, and I've seen as much as 10 and 11 wins. So we're going to go ahead and talk all about what I think the New York Jets will do this upcoming year, wins and losses. Let's get after it. Before we get started, if I could get you to jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We just completed our 1K giveaway this past week. Gave away a signed Wayne Corbett mini helmet to one of our subscribers. It's a small gesture, and again, I hope that you guys appreciate, and it's my way of thanking the community that is a part of this channel now. We have over 1,000 people a part of this, and it just means a lot to me that Jets fans are tuning in and watching these videos, hanging out during the live streams. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and again, I'll continue to work hard to give you guys Jets content, because that's what this is all about. Okay, last thing before I start the record prediction video, I do just want to let you know that if you disagree, if you think I've projected too many wins for this Jets team, if you think I've projected too few for this Jets team, I do want to hear from you guys in the comments. I have no problem with disagreements. I just want to hear why you disagree. Please don't just say, oh my God, you only predicted us to win X amount of games. What the hell's wrong with you? Just come at me with some reasoning of why you disagree, and that'll be a lot more fun. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. All right, week 1, Jets versus Carolina Panthers and Sam Darnold. The NFL said, screw your feelings. We are going to pit you at each other. Week 1, we want some ratings. We want some money. And honestly, this is going to be a really close game. I flip-flopped on it all year, all off season. I felt like with Carl Lawson, it was almost a guarantee win. With him being out for the year, I think that this matchup gets really tight. I think the one big thing that I will say, though, is if we do not create a ton of consistent pressure on Sam Darnold, that could be a recipe for disaster. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and Terrence Marshall, who they drafted out of LSU, they could burn us. Our young secondary, we have a bunch of kids who do not have a lot of experience. So it's going to be coming down to the pressure that we can create on Sam Darnold and whether or not we'll be victorious. Week 2 versus the New England Patriots. It pains me to say it. I will be at this game. If you're going to be at this game, reach out to me. I would love to get in touch with as many people that are subscribed to the channel. It would be great to connect with you guys. But ultimately, this is going to be a very close game as well. The Jets do have a shot to win this football game. My thinking is that New England, and Bill Belichick, he does a really good job versus rookie quarterbacks. The proof is in the pudding. I know Tom Brady's no longer there, so that could definitely be an advantage for the Jets. They have Mac Jones, a rookie quarterback. So I believe this is a toss-up game. The Jets could win it at home, but right now my gut is saying that this will be the first loss of the season. Week 3, the New York Jets will travel to Denver to play the Denver Broncos. This is a tough game to play on the road early in the season. The Denver Broncos have a lot of talent. Although they have Teddy Bridgewater as their quarterback, he doesn't necessarily scare me, but they have a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the football, and their defense has good pass rushers and some good cover people as well. Justin Simmons is a great safety for them. So that's one of those games where I feel like we might take some lumps. We're a young football team. I love the talent on the Jets roster, but I do think that the Broncos just have a little bit more, and so I'll give them the win at home. Don't bail on me, Jets fans. I've predicted a 1-3 start, but the wins will come, I promise. Week 4 versus the Tennessee Titans, I have the Jets dropping another game. This is a veteran team. It's been to the playoffs. They have a lot of talent on the offensive side of the football. I could see us struggling to get stops in this game. Derrick Henry is a beast. Ryan Tannehill does not get enough credit. He's a very solid, very good quarterback in the National Football League. A.J. Brown, Julio Jones. It's going to be hard to match up on the outside versus those two dudes. So right now I have us losing this game, and I hope that they'll take their lumps early and then start to kind of build from here. Week 5, the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons will travel to London to play their game. It's the week before the Jets bye week, so the Jets will build some positive momentum going into that bye week. They get a win against the Atlanta Falcons. I think this is going to be a very close game as well. The Falcons do have some talent on both sides of the football. I do think we can pressure Matt Ryan into making some mistakes, though. Calvin Ridley is a beast. Kyle Pitts is obviously a beast. And so it's going to be one of those things where I think if the Jets can run the football, which I think they'll have some success doing, this will be the game. This will determine the game, I should say. Week 7, the Jets will travel to New England. I hate Bill Belichick and I hate the Patriots. I hope I'm dead wrong here, guys. If you don't agree with me, if you think we'll split the season series with the New England Patriots, let me know why you think that will be the case. Right now, I have us going 0-2 versus the New England Patriots. Week 8, the Cincinnati Bengals will travel to the New York Jets, and I believe we will win this football game. I think we'll get after Joe Burrow, and it's kind of like the Carolina Panthers matchup. Their offensive line is not very good at all. They struggled to protect Joe Burrow in his rookie season, and they didn't really do much to improve it. Having said that, they also have a lot of weapons on the outside. T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and Jamar Chase on the outside. So very similar to that Panthers game. I think it'll be very close. I think we'll be able to hit Joe Burrow. He'll make a few mistakes, and the Jets will win the game. Week 9, the New York Jets will travel to Lucas Oil Stadium to face off versus the Indianapolis Colts on Thursday Night Football. I could totally see a scenario where Zach Wilson, under the bright lights, prime time, he just steps up and makes his presence be known to the National Football League. Unfortunately, they're just a really good football team. This is a playoff team from the 2020 season. Really good defensive players. Darius Leonard, their linebacker, is a monster. They have some really good defensive linemen as well. DeForest Buckner, who they traded for from the San Francisco 49ers. Their offensive line is strong. They have some decent players around Carson Wentz, assuming he is healthy. So this will be a hard game to win, but again, I am not ruling out a win. Week 10, we go back home and we're facing off versus the Buffalo Bills. This is a very, very good football team that we're going against. And it kills me to say it, but I just don't see us winning a game versus the Buffalo Bills. They are primed for another run at the AFC Championship game and potentially a Super Bowl run. This is a very, very good football team. Josh Allen could have been MVP last year. He was so good. So it's going to be hard to knock the man off the horse, but we'll have to wait and see. So the Jets are a young football team, and going into Week 11, I have them projected to be 3-6, which is, that's a rough start to any season, let alone a young team. Morale could drop, but I think this is where Robert Saleh is going to need to earn his paycheck and prove himself as a coach. Down the stretch, this football team needs to be competitive. They need to be winning football games and against some good football teams as well, not just scrub teams. So the Miami Dolphins, we are playing them at home. I have us winning one of those games versus the Miami Dolphins this year. They're definitely a good team. They're on the up and up. But I think we can definitely win one at home versus the Dolphins. We then travel to Houston to play the Houston Texans. I know everybody, who has the Texans on their schedule is predicting a win. But that is a really, really bad football team, a really bad culture right now as well. Some of the trades and the moves that they have made, I think that the whole roster is depleted of talent. I have us winning that game on the road. And then we also play the Philadelphia Eagles, which is a game that I am very much interested in attending. They have never won a regular season game versus the Philadelphia Eagles in their franchise history. So I have us winning that game at home. I think the Jets, and I think Robert Saleh, if he's smart, which I know he is, I hope that he uses that as motivation. Guys, we're a young football team, but nobody has ever beaten the Eagles in Jets history. Let's go ahead and let's do this. So I have us going on a 3-game winning streak right off here in the month of November and December. And I think this will be, a good look at this potential of this Jets roster moving forward. So heading into the Week 14 matchup versus the New Orleans Saints, the Jets were able to get their record to 6-6, which I think everybody would be really excited about. A young squad like this with a rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, rookie offensive coordinator. I think that would be great for the team. Unfortunately, though, I do have them having a little bit of a hiccup here in the month of December, losing to the New Orleans Saints at home. Sean Payton is one hell of a head coach. I think that Jameis Winston is going to benefit from that coaching and from the surrounding cast. They have a lot of veterans. Michael Thomas will probably be healthy at this point. Alvin Kamara is a beast. Their offensive line is solid. And they've got some good defensive players as well. Demario Davis, the former New York Jet. Cam Jordan, the defensive end. So I have us losing that game. The Saints typically don't travel very well in the month of December, but I'm going to give them the win. And then we go to the Miami Dolphins in week 15. And again, I do respect Brian Flores. I respect, the job that he has done with that team. Can we win both games versus the Dolphins? Yes, we can. But I'm going to go ahead and predict that we will split with them during the regular season. Week 16, the New York Jets are home playing against the Trevor Lawrence Jacksonville Jaguars. I think this is an extremely juicy matchup. I would love to see it get flexed to primetime. I think that one would get a lot of views. And so I like the New York Jets in this matchup. It's in December. The Jaguars are going to be coming to our stadium. I would love to go to this football game as well. I have us winning this game. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how Zach Wilson, if he steps up, under pressure, to perform and to potentially beat the number 1 overall quarterback. I have us losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in week 17. I don't think that should come as any surprise. They retained all of their starters from their Super Bowl run. This is a primed team ready to make another Super Bowl run. And then finally in week 18, I have the New York Jets actually winning a game versus the Buffalo Bills. If they play their starters all of the game, and if they need to, that's going to be a very, very difficult game to win. Having said that, though, it's not unlikely that the Buffalo Bills have already wrapped up the division. It's also not unlikely that the Kansas City Chiefs, have locked up the number 1 seed in the AFC. So I'm going to go ahead and just guess that the Buffalo Bills will not need this game. They may play their starters for a little bit, or they may not play them at all. The Jets are going to want to end the game on a high note. They're at home. So damn it, I'm giving them the win. I will say, though, as a caveat, if the Buffalo Bills are playing for something and if they are trying to get into the playoffs or lock up a, home field advantage, that type of thing, I don't see us winning the game. But I don't see that happening. I say go Jets, and I say 8-9 will be our record. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. What are your initial reactions? Did I predict too many wins? 8 wins is pretty lofty. Some people think that we are a 5 to 6 to 7 win team, and I just can't help it. I am an optimistic Jets fan, and again, some people might not even think I'm giving us enough wins. They might look at this thing and say, oh, you only gave us 2 wins in the AFC East. That's a bunch of crap. We play the Tennessee Titans at home. We play the New Orleans Saints at home. We can definitely win those games, and I do agree with you. Just try to be patient with this team. It's a young squad. 8-9 would be a hell of a launching point for this franchise. It would be a huge turnaround going from 2 wins to 8 wins. And just think about the offseason that we would all be so excited for. The 22 offseason would just be amazing. We would be then catapulting ourselves into the playoff contention for the 22 season. If we win 7 games, though, I'm just as happy. But anyway, this video is going way too long. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the record prediction that I gave you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.